What if the most terrifying game you've ever played was turned into a movie? Do you think they can capture the lighting, the situational feelings, and most importantly, the horror? Outlast is a franchise known for its petrifying scares and uncomfortable situations. Red Barrel, a video game company composed of past AAA developers with a passion for making horror games, is the creator of this monumental horror world. And now, through Lionsgate Studio, we're gonna see every bit of that bloodshed in theaters. Or will we? Hey, how you doing? I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. I'm PlanetDrewpiter, and today we're gonna dive a little bit deeper into why or why not the Outlast movie is a good idea. And if you like content like this, give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. It helps a lot. Thank you. I'm sure most of you watching this have played or at least heard of Outlast, but here's a little refresher. Outlast plunges players into the shoes of investigative journalist Miles Upshur, who receives an anonymous tip about disturbing experiments at Mount Massive Asylum. Armed with only a night vision camcorder, Miles sneaks into the facility and quickly realizes the horrors within are far worse than he could have ever imagined. The asylum is overrun by deranged patients, grotesque experiments, and sinister figures lurking in the shadows. With no weapons and nowhere to hide, Miles must rely on stealth, courage, and his limited night vision to survive the terrifying depths of Mount Massive and uncover the twisted truth behind its walls. When this first installment came out in 2013, it was massive. It changed the way horror was made. It's almost like the founders, Philippe Morin, David Chateauneuf, and Hugo Dallaire, pushed their way to the front of the line and said, "Let us show you how it's done." The gaming news website Rock Paper Shotgun put it perfectly. Outlast is not an experiment in how games can be scary, it's an exemplification. Now, with Lionsgate taking on the adaptation, there's an opportunity and a challenge in translating that same immersive terror to the big screen. Lionsgate has tackled intense horror themes before, but Outlast raises the stakes, asking if they can capture not just the story, but the raw dread and helplessness that defines the game. The question is, will Lionsgate succeed in bringing Outlast's unique and sometimes twisted brand of horror to a wider audience? I think it's fair to say that Lionsgate has a respectable list of horror movies under their belt, with titles like American Psycho, Cabin Fever, Hostel, and, of course, Saw. I'd say Outlast could fit right in. Their experience with psychological and intense horror aligns well with what Outlast is all about: survival. Which leads us to the more nitty-gritty stuff. Who is adapting this story into something digestible for a larger, less niche audience? Because that's really the trick here. Outlast is a sincere and in-your-face experience that has to be framed well to be enjoyed. Roy Lee, who produced The Grudge, It, and recently Strange Darling, will be doing the same for Outlast. And this will be a huge sign for what's to come. He's also slated to produce for future video game adaptations like BioShock, God of War, the Minecraft movie, and an untitled Momo movie, so take what you want from that. Now, with a sigh of relief, I can also say the original writer of the Outlast game, JT Petty, will be on the script for the movie. I think the story for Outlast is strong enough evidence on its own, but he also wrote the first 3 Splinter Cell games and the second season of the Telltale Walking Dead game. So, even if we had all the manpower, producers, screenwriters, and lightning in a bottle that we can ask for, would Outlast make for a good movie? To be honest, I'm cautiously optimistic. With beautiful video game adaptations popping up left and right in recent years, I think there's a chance we could get something well done. Fallout's first season was funny, adventurous, and left lots of Easter eggs. The Last of Us speaks for itself in quality and was a spectacular drama with horror elements. But we've never seen a horror game like Outlast as an adaptation. At least not one with as much gore and visual unease as what Outlast presents. And look, I think we can agree on one thing. If there's an Outlast movie, it wouldn't be complete without the twins showing up. I mean, what's an Outlast movie without 2 towering, barely clothed psychos lurking around every corner? Here's to hoping that casting can find 2 twins willing to bear it all. Maybe not too much. Unless Yo, thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. I am so excited to see more about this Outlast movie. Let me know down in the comments, are you excited for this? Do you think it'll make a good movie? Please like, subscribe, and you know the drill. I will see you next time. Peace.